Let's talk about the elephant in the kitchen. You're still eating like you're 25. And no, I'm not judging your Friday night pizza run or that glorious stack of pancakes on Sunday morning. This isn't about guilt, it's about biology. And your biology after 40 has officially switched lanes. Your body isn't operating on the same hormonal rhythm or metabolic speed it once did. Yet your plate? It might still think it's living in the fast and loose metabolism of your 20s. Here's the raw truth. Your metabolism naturally slows down with age. And no, it's not because your body hates you. It's because you're likely carrying less lean muscle, and muscle is the ultimate calorie-burning machine. But if your meal sizes and food choices haven't adjusted to this slower pace, you're feeding an engine that no longer burns as hot. That leftover pasta you used to handle like a champ? Now it's politely parking itself on your waistline. You might even be eating healthy. Lots of people over 40 genuinely try to do the right thing. But portion control and timing? That's where the cracks show. Maybe you're still scarfing down 3 full-size meals a day, tossing in snacks, and finishing dinner with dessert, because that's how it's always been. But what worked back then was fueled by youthful hormones, stress resilience, and far more spontaneous movement. And don't get me started on mindless eating. It's a silent ninja. You nibble while cooking, you pick off your kids' plates, you stand at the fridge deciding what to eat and somehow consume 200 calories without committing to a single dish. These mini moments add up, especially now that your body no longer forgives them so quickly. There's also the nostalgia trap. Emotional eating hits different after 40. When you're overwhelmed, burned out, or just plain tired from juggling midlife chaos, family, finances, career pivots, it's easy to revert to comfort foods that made you feel safe in college or during your newlywed years. But those nachos, that Ben & Jerry's pint, they don't work the way they used to. Instead of feeling better, you feel bloated. Instead of bouncing back the next day, the scale lingers like an annoying pop-up ad. Now, I know what you're thinking. So what? I'm supposed to starve? Nope, not even close. This isn't about deprivation. It's about calibration. It's time to reassess what full looks like, what your body truly needs, and how much energy you actually burn on a regular day. A smart move? Track your food for just 3 days. Not forever, just long enough to raise your own awareness. You might be shocked to discover where sneaky calories creep in, or how often you eat out of habit instead of hunger. Apps make it easy, and yes, even writing it on a sticky note counts. Awareness is power. Another game changer? Learning to eat more intentionally. That means swapping autopilot meals for protein-packed breakfasts that stabilize blood. Sugar. It means prioritizing fiber to keep you full without calorie overload. And it definitely means slowing down while you eat so your body can actually tell you it's full. Before your fork finds second helpings. Don't forget beverages. At 25, a sugary iced coffee might have given you a pep in your step. Now, it's just 300 extra calories and a bloated belly by 3 p.m. Alcohol counts too. 1 glass of wine here, a celebratory cocktail there. It all stacks up quickly. So if weight loss after 40 feels stuck, start here. Don't go chasing the latest cleanse or fat-burning tea. Start by looking at your plate. What used to work may no longer serve you, not because you failed, but because your body has grown wiser and needs a new strategy. It's not about less food, it's about smarter food. Food that honors who you are now, not who you used to be. So you've adjusted your portions and ditched the eat like I'm 25 mindset. Great. But now let's peek at what you're doing to burn that fat. And chances are, you're doing a whole lot of cardio. Treadmills, ellipticals, spin class, running laps. You name it, you've probably done it. And don't get me wrong, cardio has its place. It's good for your heart. It burns calories in the moment and it helps with mood and mental clarity. But if you're leaning only on cardio to lose weight after 40, you're unknowingly setting yourself up for a frustrating plateau. See, cardio burns calories, yes, but once you step off that machine, the burn stops. And here's the kicker. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. That muscle loss isn't just about strength. It's a slow metabolism killer. Muscle is metabolically active. It burns calories even when you're doing absolutely nothing. So if you're not building or maintaining muscle, your calorie-burning engine is shrinking. And when all your exercise effort is funneled into cardio, 2 sneaky things can happen. 1, you burn both fat and muscle. 2, your body adapts. That's right. Your body gets good at cardio. And the better it gets, the fewer calories it burns doing the same thing. It's efficiency working against you. Ever wonder why you're running 5 miles a day but the scale refuses to budge? Or worse, why your body still feels soft? That's the cardio trap. You're moving more but not reshaping anything underneath. This is where strength training steps in like the unsung hero of midlife weight loss. You don't have to become a bodybuilder or deadlift your car. But adding resistance, whether with dumbbells, resistance bands, or even bodyweight exercises, signals your body to hold on to precious muscle and rev up your metabolic fire. And here's a bonus. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity, which tends to decline after 40. Better insulin sensitivity means your body is more efficient at processing carbs and less likely to store them as fat. Translation? Less belly fat, more energy, better long-term results. But I don't want to get bulky, you might be thinking. Totally valid. But trust me, bulky doesn't happen by accident. It takes extreme dedication, years of intense training, and often specific supplementation. What will happen is that you'll look firmer, tighter, and more youthful. That toned look people always chase, that's muscle. And muscle doesn't come from cardio marathons. It comes from strength work. Now let's talk about the time factor. Most people assume cardio is the faster way to burn calories. And technically, minute for minute, it might be. But strength training has something cardio doesn't. The afterburn. It's called EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. After a good strength session, your body continues burning calories for hours. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And don't forget how strength training supports daily life. Want to carry groceries without straining your back? Pick up your grandkids with confidence? Protect your joints and posture into your 50s and 60s? Strength training is your best friend. It's not just about looking good in clothes. It's about functioning better, longer. If you're worried about getting started, don't stress. You don't need a fancy gym or complicated routine. Start small. Push-ups against the wall, body weight squats, a few dumbbell exercises while watching TV. The goal is progress, not perfection. And if you're already doing cardio, great. Just balance it out. Replace a couple cardio days with strength training, mix it up, keep your body guessing. The most powerful fat-burning combo after 40 isn't sweat and mileage. It's resistance, rest, and smart variety. Remember, cardio makes you smaller, but strength training makes you sharper, tighter, stronger, the kind of strong that lasts. So if the scale isn't moving and you're doing cardio like it's your second job, pause, pivot, and pick up something heavier than a water bottle. All right, now we're digging into the sneaky culprit that so many people overlook after 40, your hormones. You might be cutting calories, meal prepping like a champ, even hitting the weights, and still, the scale won't budge. That's when most people start beating themselves up, assuming it's just a lack of willpower. But what if I told you it's not your motivation, it's your messengers? Hormones are the chemical messengers that tell your body how to function. And after 40, they love to mix things up. Sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically. Take cortisol, for example. That's your stress hormone. When life piles on, kids, aging parents, job pressure, or just trying to sleep through the night, your cortisol levels can spike. And when they do, guess what your body does? It holds on to fat, especially in the belly. Why? Because your body thinks it's under attack. It's stuck in survival mode. So if you're stressed out 24/7 and trying to lose weight, that's like trying to drive with the parking brake on. No matter how hard you press the gas, your body refuses to cooperate. Next up, insulin. After 40, many people become more insulin resistant, even if they're not diabetic. This means your body doesn't process carbs and sugars as efficiently, leading to more blood sugar spikes and, yep, more fat storage. Especially that stubborn kind around your waist. If you're eating the same amount of carbs as you did in your 30s, your body might now be reacting very differently. Let's not forget about thyroid hormones. The thyroid is like your internal thermostat. It regulates metabolism, energy, and even mood. A sluggish thyroid means your whole system slows down. You might feel tired, puffy, and gain weight even if you're eating clean and moving your body. And the worst part? Mild thyroid imbalances often fly under the radar because the symptoms are easy to blame on just getting older. And then there's estrogen and testosterone. Yes, both affect women and men. For women, perimenopause and menopause bring huge estrogen swings that can shift fat storage to the abdomen, cause bloating, and mess with hunger cues. For men, declining testosterone can lead to muscle loss, increased fat storage, and lower energy, making workouts feel harder and less rewarding. The point is this: if your weight feels stuck after 40, don't assume you're doing something wrong. It might not be about effort. It might be about imbalance. The good news? You're not powerless here. There are smart, natural ways to support your hormones. First, manage stress. I know, easier said than done, but it's critical. Deep breathing, meditation, walks outside, Even just saying no to overcommitments can help bring cortisol down. This isn't woo-woo. This is straight up biochemistry. Second, balance your blood sugar. That means limiting refined carbs, prioritizing protein, and eating plenty of fiber. When your blood sugar is stable, insulin behaves. And when insulin behaves, fat storage slows down. Third, consider getting a full hormone panel. Not just a quick thyroid test or a urine range comment from your doctor. Find a provider who looks at the full picture. Free T3, reverse T3, fasting insulin, cortisol, estrogen, testosterone. Knowledge is power, and seeing your numbers can help guide your next move, whether that's dietary tweaks, supplements, or lifestyle changes. And no, this doesn't mean you're broken. You're changing. Your body isn't malfunctioning. It's evolving, and it needs a new kind of care. So next time you feel stuck or frustrated, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, is this about discipline or is this about hormones? Because after 40, weight loss isn't just a math equation. It's a conversation with your body, your history, and yes, your hormones. Let's tackle one of the most tempting mistakes, especially when desperation kicks in. Skipping meals or crash dieting. You've probably done it. Most of us have. You wake up feeling bloated and decide to just have coffee. You skip lunch because you're not that hungry. Then dinner turns into a binge or, worse, just another salad with sadness on the side. It feels like discipline, right? Like you're taking control. But after 40, this kind of strategy is like using duct tape on a leaky pipe. It might hold for a second, but it's going to blow. When you're younger, skipping meals might actually give you quick results. Your metabolism is fast, your hormones are more forgiving, and your muscle mass acts like a metabolic furnace. But after 40, that same approach backfires hard. The body becomes more sensitive to stress signals. And not eating is definitely one of those signals. When you skip meals, especially repeatedly, your body doesn't see that as a smart strategy. It sees it as famine. And what do our ancient biologically wired bodies do in a famine? Slow down metabolism, store fat, conserve energy. Your body becomes ultra efficient, but not in a way that serves you. It starts hoarding fat and burning fewer calories, even at rest. Plus, skipping meals plays tricks on your appetite hormones. Ghrelin, your hunger hormone, starts screaming by dinner time, while leptin, the one that tells you to stop eating, gets ignored. This is why people who skip meals often end up eating more at night. It's not weakness, it's chemistry. And let's be honest, crash diets after 40 hit different. Your energy tanks, your sleep suffers, your mood goes sideways, and your workouts, forget it. You've got nothing in the tank to train with. And because muscle recovery takes longer as we age, undereating just makes it harder to stay consistent with physical activity, which is essential for fat loss and hormone health. Then there's the long game. You might lose 5 or 10 pounds quickly on a crash diet, but what happens next? Most people rebound. The body wants to restore balance, and without a sustainable plan in place, that weight not only returns, it often brings friends. This yo-yo effect becomes more dangerous over time, increasing fat gain while reducing lean tissue with every cycle. Here's a radical idea. Feed your body to lose weight. Crazy, right? But true. Giving your body enough high-quality fuel at the right times actually signals safety. It reassures your metabolism, it protects muscle, it helps hormones settle, and most importantly, it sets you up for consistency, which is the real magic word when it comes to weight loss after 40. So what should that look like? Start with protein. Every meal should have it, especially breakfast. Protein helps preserve muscle, supports blood sugar stability, and keeps you full longer. Add in healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and nuts, and complex carbs that digest slowly. Think quinoa, lentils, sweet potatoes. These help you feel satisfied without crashing an hour later. And don't let snacks become the villain. A planned, protein-rich snack between meals can keep your energy stable and cravings at bay. The key word here is planned. Not a handful of chips or whatever's in the vending machine. Real fuel, chosen with intention. Intermittent fasting is another thing people jump into after 40, thinking it's a magic bullet. For some, it works beautifully. But for others, especially women or those with hormone sensitivity, it can cause more harm than good. Fasting too long can elevate cortisol, disrupt sleep, and tank energy. If you're curious about it, ease in slowly and watch how your body responds, not how your friend's body responded. Remember this. The goal isn't to eat less, it's to nourish more intelligently. You're not punishing your body into submission, you're partnering with it, supporting it, and respecting where it's at now. You don't need to earn your meals. You don't need to skip food to feel in control. What you need is rhythm, balance, and meals that honor your body's needs, not your guilt. Starving yourself isn't discipline. Feeding yourself wisely, that's power. Now let's talk about the big picture trap, the mindset mistake that quietly wrecks more weight loss goals after 40 than any food, exercise, or hormone imbalance ever could. You're treating this like a 30-day challenge. I know. Quick fixes are tempting. You want to see progress now. You want to feel better now. And hey, we live in a world where everything is on demand. Why not weight loss too? So you hop on a program, a cleanse, a boot camp. You commit hard for a few weeks, and then you crash. You burn. You binge. Or worse, you blame yourself. But here's the truth. Most people avoid. Your body after 40 isn't interested in speed. It's asking for stability. Your hormones, metabolism, and recovery systems are all telling you the same thing. They want consistency over intensity. Think about it like this. At 25, your body was resilient and reactive. You could drop 5 pounds in a week with a little cardio and clean eating. Now, your body is cautious. It doesn't trust fast changes. It's seen some things. And it's not going to just give up fat stores because you drank green juice for 2 days and walked 10,000 steps. It needs to believe this new rhythm is safe, reliable, and here to stay. This is why the challenge mentality, while exciting, almost always leads to burnout. When you frame weight loss as a push until I get there experience, you miss the point entirely, because there isn't a finish line. If your plan isn't sustainable, then your results won't be either. And let's be real. After 40, life isn't exactly slowing down. You might be raising teenagers, caring for aging parents, navigating a stressful job, dealing with sleep issues, or entering perimenopause or andropause. It's a lot. So if your health plan doesn't fit into that reality, it won't last. That's why your new goal shouldn't be to lose 10 pounds this month. It should be to build habits that feel doable even on your worst day. That's the magic, the boring stuff, the quiet, unsexy consistency that actually changes your body over time. So what does this look like? It looks like moving your body most days, not every day. It means choosing strength training twice a week, even if it's just 20 minutes. It means walking after dinner instead of collapsing into the couch with guilt. It means eating balanced meals more often than not, but also not spiraling when you have pizza on a Friday night. It means not punishing yourself for being human, and more importantly, it means redefining what success looks like. Because after 40, success is energy. It's digestion that doesn't feel like a war zone. It's fewer blood sugar crashes. It's better sleep. It's feeling strong when you lift groceries. It's confidence in the mirror that doesn't depend on a scale number. So stop asking how fast can I lose this? And start asking, how can I build something that actually lasts? You've done the short-term hustle. Now it's time to play the long game, because the truth is, there is no magic detox, no 21-day fix, no perfect macro split that will undo years of habits in a month, but there is magic in showing up again. In adjusting your plan instead of quitting it, in giving yourself grace but not excuses. Your body isn't broken, it just needs a new approach. One rooted in patience, not pressure. And if that sounds boring compared to a crash diet, good. That means it's probably the right path. Because boring and sustainable, that's how real transformation happens. Let's take a breath together. You've just walked through 5 of the most common mistakes people make when trying to lose weight after 40. And if even one of them felt like it hit home, that's not a failure. That's awareness. That's where real change begins. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're just living in a body that's changed over time. And now you're learning how to change with it. And that's wisdom. So yes, your metabolism has slowed, but your strategy just needs an update. You've realized that hours of cardio aren't the answer, and that building muscle is the new fountain of youth. You understand now that hormones are part of the conversation, not an excuse. You've seen how skipping meals only triggers survival mode, not fat loss. And maybe most importantly, you've learned that this journey isn't a sprint. It's a relationship with your body that deserves time, attention, and compassion. Let that sink in. This isn't about getting your old body back. This is about stepping into a new version of you, one that's strong, nourished, and grounded in habits that don't break at the first sign of stress. One that isn't obsessed with quick fixes, but is committed to lasting. Freedom. So wherever you are on this path, just beginning or starting over for the 5th time, remember, you're not alone, and you're not too late. Your body is still listening. It still responds. It still wants to work with you. Give it time. Give it consistency. Give it a little grace. And then watch it give back.